Hey guys, it's Kogue here back with another one. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I think the college degree is useless. Now, it depends what college degree you do get and what you make of it, right? There are degrees you can get that are totally worthless, and then there are degrees that can help you get a job and become successful in that job. But I think the point of it is that you won't become rich with a college degree. And I think a lot of teenagers are, let's say, scammed into getting this degree, into going into college, thinking that they can become rich with with the with acquiring a degree, which is definitely not the case. Um, yes, a degree does propel you to go get a job, to get a good paying job, and to work in that job for a very long time in the field that you choose to work. Um, I know that there are millions of people out there in this country that have gotten a degree in a specific major, and they have, went into a different career, like a totally different career, did a total 360 and went into a different career. That's why I think, in some cases that the college degree is useless, and, it definitely won't make you rich, right? Not to mention that every year tuition is rising, to get a college degree in these colleges and universities. I don't care if it's the worst university or the best university, the tuition is going to rise every single year. And I don't think it's going to get cheaper anytime soon. Inflation, our salaries are not keeping up with inflation, and that's not helping the case either. Also, I think a lot of these teenagers that go into college, they go into it unprepared, I would say. There are some that go into knowing what they want to do, but a lot of them go into it unprepared, and then they start that major and then they switch into another one, and the time is already wasted. A semester, 2 semesters, whatever it may be, 3 or 4, maybe 2 years is already gone, and you're switching into a different major, and you can't get that time back. Time is your most precious currency, I would say. And in college, time flies. Time flies in college, especially when you're focused on getting that degree, and you don't even know if you're going to get a job after college, right? Especially in today's day and age, right now, the job market is so bad that people are struggling with experience, with a great resume. They're struggling to get a job, and it's absolutely nuts to me that this is the case. So in that sense, it can be a useless degree when you can't even get a job out of college. Like, you went to college for 4 to 6 to 8 years, whatever it may be, and you still can't get a job. That is absolutely like a ripoff to me. It's so backwards that people don't even realize what they're getting into until they actually finish it. Again, if you think that college is going to make you rich, it's not. All right. It's going to propel you to get a job, like I mentioned, and it's going to give you the ability to stay at that job as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, and live comfortably. Because these companies, they don't want you to get rich. They don't want you to. I guarantee they don't want you to advance, even though let's say you're a good worker, you're a great worker. They still don't want you to advance, get that pay raise, because why would they want to pay someone else more when they want to keep their company growing and growing and growing, and they don't want to pay that person more money. I understand. But yeah, that's another big reason why I think the college degree is useless and a huge, huge scam. Even though I have one myself and I fell for that trap, but it is what it is. I have a degree, I have a job, and I'm working, which is the most important thing. It cost $124,000 at a public in-state university to obtain a college degree, and the average salary of today is between $50,000 and $60,000. So, does that really make sense? I don't think so. You're going to be in debt once you get out of college, and you are going to be making basically pennies on the degree you just got. Um, $28 an hour, which is equivalent to $60,000 a year, is not going to cut it in today's day and age. It's just not. People are struggling out here to pay rent, to buy groceries, to pay gas, to do whatever it may, to do whatever you have to survive. And is a salary like that, is that really gonna help you, get places here in this country? I don't think so. You have to be making double, triple that to like actually see some progress in your life. If you're an ambitious person, you have to really make a lot more money to do anything in this country, to excel in life here in America. There is you can't do anything without making money here, at least without a lot of money. You can live comfortably with that $60,000 salary, but you're probably going to be struggling at the same time while you're making that salary. That's why I would encourage everybody to really try to excel, be better, and don't let this degree suffocate you and hold you back from what you can really do, right? Because at the end of the day, it's really what you set your mind to, and you can really do those things. But here in this country, they try to limit you so much. You know, you can only do this one thing, and you can't get out of that box that you're in, right? It's difficult to really program your mind in that way because the system has set up things in place where um, they want you to specialize in one single thing for your whole life for 40, 50 years and just do that one thing your whole life and not be able to do anything else, right? Not be able to start a business, not be able to, maybe start a YouTube channel, maybe whatever it may be, right? Get a second job. Think of other ideas. They limit us even to not be able to think about new ideas, think outside the box. I don't think that's a thing here in America. The system is so screwed here that people are just being brainwashed. Every single generation is being brainwashed into this cycle of capitalism, consumerism, university, go to school, get a degree, you know, all those types of things. In a sense, it depends what you get your degree in, right? Doctor, lawyer, those are degrees that are well worth it, right? We need those things in the society. Those things, should never ever we should never be short of those kinds of jobs, careers in this society. We need those things at all times. But those degrees, like those liberal arts degrees, like get them out of here. We don't need that. That's just total garbage. Just waste your time. And this is what I think about college degrees. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. It would help me out a lot to push this video forward to a larger audience on YouTube, as well as subscribe to the channel if you are new. It would really help me out a lot. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.